Right then, we are live. It says so. So I'm going to go over onto Facebook and let them know, just so we can grab a few viewers, because that's where we live, over on Facebook. So where's the stream gone? There it is. There we go. All right. So it's Sunday, and on Sunday we do the fiery food with the Iguanos Fiery Foods. We do the spicy reviews. So we're going to bring in the sexy Alex, as my missus likes to call her, and the fireman that likes to create fires rather than put them out, which is a bit of a conundrum. This is Alex and Jiff from Diego de Iguanos Fiery Foods.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Evening. It's morning.
It's
yeah.
It's still morning, 11 o'clock for us.
Good morning.
Good fun being international. We always get confused. Now everybody lives in the same time zone as me. Confusion. So, what have you got for us this week?
Well, this week we are talking with Stephen Dixon and Maisie of Hot Pods, and we're going to be reviewing Hot Pods. So if anyone has any Hot Pods products and they'd like to come in and have a natter about with the producer about, Luciano will put up the StreamYard link, and it's up to him. He'll play God in the background to decide whether he'll bring you in or not, to ask Stephen a question or going wherever. After that, we're going to taste some sauces. Then we're going to have a little play. We've got Dustin Johnson here, and we got...
Sorry about that. A little sneezing.
Joe Chili Cubit. We got him here too. We're going to do some play with Rubik's Cubes, Maisie, and those guys. And we'll leave it up to it. I think Stephen had suggested maybe doing one of those, I think it's the Rubik's Cube hot sauce challenge, where you have a minute between solving it and you have to do a spoonful of sauce each time. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to be doing.
Well, whilst you mentioned that, here is Stephen Dixon and Maisie herself.
Hey!
And I was speaking to Maisie. a little bit earlier, and she said she's a little bit nervous because at the end of the day, there's 3 Rubik's Cubes here today. So she'd like to get that one over and done with, wouldn't you, Maisie?
She's pretending to be nervous.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. She is.
So, I think since Maisie's our youngest person here, and she is actually the boss, you know what I mean? We do call her the boss. She is the boss. So, we're going to bring in our other 2 cubers, and I'm going to sneak off for a little bit and leave it to you guys. So, first of all, we've got the one and only Atomic Menace himself.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, man.
And we've got Joe Chili Cuber Andrews. And with that, see you later, guys.
All right, so Maisie, you wanted to do the challenge right off the bat?
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Stephen, as you're kind of more familiar with the challenge than I am, would you explain the rules to the guys and basically tell them what they have in store for, I think it's 1 minute between?
Yeah, we so first of all, we did the Rubik's Cube versus Hot Sauce challenge a little while ago on Maisie's YouTube channel, all about chilies.
Shout out.
And that was when she very first started doing the cube. And it took her about 4.5 minutes. So we thought it would be quite cool to do a challenge where you had to do a spoonful of hot sauce every minute until you completed the cube. But she very quickly got quite good at the cube and got her time down from about 4.5 minutes down to about a minute 30. So therefore, what we did is we changed the challenge and we came out with version 2, where you have to do multiple cubes. And today we're going to do 3. And basically, it's how quickly you can solve all 3 cubes, but you have to have a spoonful of hot sauce every minute. And obviously, the hot sauce puts you off. You may be good at doing the cube, but the hot sauce really does put you off. And it's down to you, it's only a bit of fun. So it's down to you which hot sauce that you have.
Also sends you a minute back, I think.
Yeah, it can really. I've seen people who can do it really quick, and they really flounder when they're having hot sauce. So I've got the choice of 3 hot sauces for Maisie. Obviously, with Dustin, I would expect him to do something a little bit more challenging, and Joe, I'd imagine probably something challenging as well. Because you guys love the hot sauces. So we're gonna go for 3 straight 3x3 cubes. Maisie's got that one, and I'll mess them all up. Do you want me to time it, or do you have a timer, Jeff?
We do have a timer. We'll do the timer for you.
Perfect. Can you mess that one up?
All right, you'll have to wait for a second. I gotta go grab a 3rd cube.
It doesn't have to be a cube. It can be any sort of Rubik's one. If you've got a 4 or a 5-side or whatever, we're just going for 3x3s.
I've got another 3x3. I'll be right back.
Okay. Right, so we're just messing up Maisie's cubes. Just make sure that they're as messed up as they can be. And the choice of sauces that we've got today is one of Maisie's favourites, which is Born to Hula.
Oh, by the way, this goes really well on cheese scones because it is absolute heaven with cheese scones.
She loves this one. You've heard of this dish, Born to Hula?
No, I don't think I have.
No, it's an American sauce that was sent to me by Tracy. So it's made by borntohula.com, and it's a pumpkin, apple, and cinnamon sauce that I think they do around Halloween.
I think I would like that, and
She would like it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Pumpkin.
The second sauce is one that you're going to be trying, which is Vulcan.
Oh yeah,
That's our smoked ketchup. Good. And then the third sauce is another one of ours, which is Dark Fusion. So that's a Mexican mole sauce. So what we will do is we will go for a different hot sauce every minute. So we'll probably start with Born to Hula, and then we'll have Vulcan, and then we'll have mole.
So, you can tell me when you want us to start that, okay?
Sorry?
Go ahead and tell me when you want to start, and I'll start the timer.
Yeah, we'll do.
I've only done this live once before, and it's really slow.
Joe, what? Joe, you're on mute, mate, so I can't hear you.
I'm sorry? Are we ready?
What hot sauce has Joe chosen to have every minute with us?
Right. I've got 2 by Mark Elliott. Firepower.
Firepower.
I've got Brimstone.
And
I've also
Brimstone.
picked 2 of you. I've got Endgame, in case, and some Inception. So the order I'm going to be doing them in, I'll do the Firepower first, then I'll do Brimstone, then a choice of one of these 2 depending on how far I've got by then, time-wise.
Like it. Dustin, what about you? What have you got? How many
There we go.
bottles of tincture have you got?
Bottles of tincture. I have some tincture here, but I've got a Humboldt sauce sent from Mr. Jiff there. And then Hotheads Revolutionary. And then I'm going to do a homemade sauce that actually some friends decided they would do a sauce contest against each other that I didn't know about. And they decided to make me the judge of. And it's all pineapple sauces. So they were aiming for the heat on that one, but I'm going to go a little bit of that one too.
Cool.
All right.
Right, so.
Oh, you got me nervous.
Yeah,
You ready?
All right, are you ready?
Okay. She wants me out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, so I will just give the sauce every minute. So we start off with a spoonful of sauce, and then the second one is after the minute.
Okay, so I start the timer after the shot.
As soon as we say go after the first one.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
No.
Joe, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah. Dustin, you ready?
Aye.
Please inspect the cubes.
Aye.
Start them because I'm pretty sure.
All right. Yeah, pretty good.
So can we inspect the cubes? Like,
No. Makes it too easy.
who does
We all
it?
start at the same time.
Right, you ready?
No. Okay,
No.
go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Chugging it. Oh, he's chugging it.
Straight away.
This is where those cubes go.
Oh, it's so clunky. I hate the Rubik's brand.
Enjoying it.
30 seconds gone. Oh, Dustin's already done 1:45 seconds.
All 3. No.
Yay!
Another one.
Right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
That's a minute.
Minute.
So this one's Vulcan. Okay, we've done the first one.
We'll go again. Yeah, go again.
Ah,
We messed up on the clock, gave him a little extra
I'm
time.
messing up.
It is harder than it looks when you're having hot. It stops the concentration.
I think I could do one.
I could do one, but it'll take me a while. Oh, number 2.
Oh,
He's done 2.
36.
Yeah, oh, I'm ahead then.
I've done 2, you've done 1.
I don't even up to here. Put them up. In here.
10 more seconds.
How long?
5 more seconds. 5 seconds. That's a minute.
A minute. Next shot of sauce.
Yeah, next sauce. This is mole.
Next sauce. That it?
Yep,
You
take
ready
the
to-
shot.
Take the shot. Or take the spoonful. Dustin finished the third one right
That's
there.
it. We've done 2.
That's 2:30 assistant.
Yeah, 2:30 is the time. This is off by a minute.
Oh, and then he took the shot
Then he
anyway.
drank. Yeah,
Yeah.
dang.
2. Hot, isn't it?
Next sauce.
Speed always makes me like.
Oh, take the second shot. He said, "Here we go."
Okay, we're going back to the first sauce. Born to who?
Definitely not hot.
Time.
Another
Yeah.
minute, another shot. Whoever has
Next
it
one,
finished.
Maisie.
Nice one. Maisie takes that in stride. Still solving. Ow.
Keep going, Maisie. You got this. You're doing
going.
Yeah,
great.
you do, Maisie. You got it.
So
You're right. You're getting close.
These are hot sauces that you normally have. So you wanted to push yourself a little bit here.
We're not.
Great job.
Come on, Joe. You got it. You've done more than I could do.
Up. 10 more seconds, guys.
What's the first minute?
No, stop.
Need a message like you know.
Time for another spoon.
In stride again. Another spoon for you too, Joe.
Go on, we can do
Oh
it.
no, did he take it early?
Oh, he might have done.
No, I think he took it early.
Dustin, just sitting back. Dustin took one for him. Just sitting back, relaxing.
Awesome.
So good.
Ruined it.
Oh, you can do it.
You can
Lift
do
it
it.
up.
Keep going. It is so hard when your mind is being occupied by the heat.
I bet. It throws everything off.
It's
Your
very
whole plan
distracting.
of attack is gone.
Deep breaths.
Deep breath, Maisie. You're good. You can do it.
Coming together.
You can do it.
That's another shot.
Or another
Another
spoonful.
spoon.
Another spoon. Very small. Go on. You want to give that one a miss? It is getting. Go on, keep going.
I can't.
You do it.
Go on, keep going.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You got this.
You've got it.
You're very close.
What, you
Oh.
All right, let's
Well, you
just
can do it.
solve them.
Yeah, just solve them.
We'll stop with
Deep
the
breath.
now.
Deep breath.
Solve.
Deep breath.
You're okay.
Yeah. Go on. Have a drink.
Definitely. No one says that
Yeah.
you can't have a drink.
No pressure. No pressure. Go on, you've got it. You've got it. That's it. Green's nearly done.
Good job, Joe.
Good job, Joe.
You got this, Maisie.
Well done, Joe. Well done, Dustin.
I can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
You got this. You're so close.
Come on, nearly there.
Keep going, Dom.
There you go.
Strong. That's it. Go on. Almost there. Go on. You don't have to have any more. Just finish it off. No more.
You totally got this.
No
You're
more, no
okay.
more.
You're good.
Hot sauce. We'll just finish it up.
What's up?
Just
You're
relax,
okay.
Maisie. Take your time. There's no stress. No nothing.
One step at a time.
Come on. Okay.
Come on, Maisie.
I need this.
You can do
I
it.
need this.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Concentrate.
You got it. Yes,
I'm gonna do it.
you are gonna do
You
it.
definitely are.
You are gonna do it.
Okay.
You can do it.
You're so
Come on,
close.
take your time. You're all right.
You got it. Just breathe.
Yes, you're getting there. I'm nearly there.
Come on, Maisie.
So close.
We can do it.
We're all rooting for you. We know you can do it.
I think I messed up, but I'm alright. Alright.
That's okay.
I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done.
You are. You're so close.
A few more moves.
You've got it.
You got this.
You've got it. You've got it.
Right. Okay, I'm nearly done. Done.
Well done.
Amazing.
Good job.
Well done.
Amazing.
Told you you could get it.
Well done, Maisie.
I can't
Can
even
you
do
go
I
up
one.
to
can't
red?
even do one.
I can't even do one.
I could
Thank
probably
you.
do one, but it'll take me like days to do it. You guys are
Go to red.
amazing. All three of you. Dustin,
Come back in a few minutes.
Maisie, absolutely fantastic. Go
Very
cool
good
down.
show. Yeah.
Oh man, she pushed us off with hotter sauces than she's used to because she wanted to do so well, and I think it gets your mind. You know,
Oh,
Yeah, she was kind of starting to panic with the heat, I think. But
Yeah,
no, she did great pushing through.
I'll do it to you.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for giving her the time and the encouragement and stuff. I'm glad she got in there.
And man, like I said, Stephen, she's amazing. The fact that you guys can do the cube is like Like I said, it'd take me a whole day to even get close to
Well,
finish
well,
one, maybe.
Doing
Okay.
3 in a row.
But
like
doing
that.
3 in a row, yeah, Dustin as usual. Prom and Joe,
Just showing
the guys are
everything.
just showing. And then even Maisie's just showing. We're like, yeah, do the 3rd one.
I think there was nearly a bead of sweat on Dustin's head there, wasn't there, at one point?
Well, yeah, it was like shooting those. No spoonfuls for Dustin.
Cool, man.
Speed always gets me flustered, though. I was like, ugh.
I mean, the thing is, that was in your comfort zone, wasn't it, Dustin? That was all right for you. But can you imagine something that was a bit more than your? I don't know what it would be, but you can imagine something just a bit more than your comfort zone and still having to do it.
Yeah. The most recent thing, like I could imagine if I tried to solve a cube at the end of the Reaper video, or if I had done it like on King Bear video, where I was literally just sitting there like, yeah, it'd be very distracting. It's purely relying on muscle memory at that point.
That was cool. That was very good. Well done, you. You all right? Yeah. Good.
Well, thank you guys for definitely
Well
coming
done,
here
Maisie.
and
Thank you.
let Maisie show you how it's done and how to eat hot sauce and solve Rubik's cubes.
Do you know what happened? The second thing was on the last cube was it was my stiffest cube. Also, I messed it up like 3 times. Like I was like a few moves away from solving it, and then the chili just got to me, and I just accidentally reset it all. So it was
So you had to start over.
Well done. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
You persevered in the end and saw it through.
and that's something you'll get better at as you go too. Is when you make a mistake, you'll realize how to reverse it just with practice. You'll get used to
remember it and
moving
reverse
things
it.
around the cube.
Good man. We've watched Dustin Johnson doing lots of times, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the one who got her into wanting to do it. So, yeah, the one who
Cool.
inspired it.
That's
to do it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because one day, when I went up to Dad's office, he showed me a video of you doing it. And then I was just like, I want to do that. So I spent like a few days in my room, 6 hours a day-ish, learning from this one 30-minute video. And I finally got there. It's really good.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
No, you're brilliant. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Well done.
Like
well
you've
done,
made
guys.
tremendous progress.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Well, after that
Keep
great,
it up. Keep it up.
yeah, after that great thing, it'll be time to go on to sampling Steve's sauces. So is Tony out there in StreamYard land? I mean, Luciano? He's not. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Came here to watch.
having a cup of tea.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
think
if you guys
he.
want to stay, you can stay, or you can remove yourself if you want. But if you want, you can stay. We're going to start doing some of we're going to start going over some of Steven's products here. We'll start with.
I don't mind hanging out for a little.
Yeah, man, it'd be good if you can stay, unless you have other things to do.
Definitely, Joe. If you have any, I think you had one. I think you had one of his stuff anyway. So we'll start it off with Alex.
So, tell me, how do you pronounce her name?
That is Hakiti's Cauldron.
Hikati.
Hey, Katie.
Hakiti's. So every year for Hot Pods, and we've done this now 3 times, we run a competition, and whoever wins the competition gets to design their own hot sauce. So they tell me what they want in it, what type of hot sauce they want, and then I go away and make it. And that hot sauce is the one that won in 2019.
Before you jump in with the reviews, I'd just like to say your daughter, total Chilli-head, because to get to that point where you're actually about to basically freak out and then pull it back and carry on, that is the little bit that makes the difference of a Chilli-head compared to it's pulling that back.
Agreed.
So
Absolutely.
Thank you.
thank you, Atomic, for being there in amongst that. That was brilliant to sit and watch, because sometimes I miss a lot of things and I got to just sit and watch that time, which was great. Love your t-shirt, by the way.
Oh, I love my t-shirt too. Somebody was really nice about it.
That's brilliant.
Cool.
I'm going to jump back out again, but I just need to congratulate little girl. That was brilliant, Maisie. That's what I'd like to see
Completely agree.
when a Chilli-head does that.
Wow.
See you later, guys. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, so just like I was saying, that hot sauce was actually designed by a winner of the competition that we did in 2019. It was a lady called Jane Napton, and she basically said that she wanted to do something that was chocolate, cherry, and what was it? Kirsch. That was it. Kirsch, which is a liqueur that goes with cherry. So yeah, we did. It took me ages to get it sort of how I wanted it, and in the end, we ended up adding cardamom to it. And it's a bit of a dessert sauce. So you've got pears and cherries, and then you've got the kirsch and chocolate, and then you've got over the top of that a little bit of cardamom. So it goes well on pulled pork or duck, or some people have had it on ice cream. But yeah, it's a nice challenge because it's not something that I would have designed myself, those different ingredients together. But it's taking somebody else's idea and perfecting it to something that you're happy with.
It definitely has the texture like of an apple butter. It's very smooth.
Yeah.
And
I like the color.
very nice.
It's got quite a unique taste for hot sauce.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna try it with a little cheese. It's very sweet with just that nice little heat afterwards.
Oh, that is very tasty.
It's very unique flavor.
Has a nice sharpness to it as well, like tart.
Yeah. I think we used apple cider vinegar, or was it white wine vinegar? One of the two.
I think I see apple cider vinegar in there.
Yeah.
It's very good. I like that.
I noticed how you said, good on ice cream. This is probably,
That's a good ice cream.
that's a dang good medium heat ice cream for sure, definitely.
All right.
And the other thing I got to say is that the artwork on these are just amazing.
Oh, I know, I love it, and I like the names too so far.
And of course, with me being a big Skulls fan.
Yeah, we like skulls in this family, so you've done well with all your skulls. Yeah.
The artwork for this particular one, Hikiti's Cauldron, was actually done by the winner. So she did a sketch of herself, and we turned it into sort of semi-gothic sort of witch with a cauldron.
I like the little cauldron in the front. I'm not doing
exactly. And my designer took her sketch and turned it into a nice label. So yeah, it's. I mean, in terms of a prize for a competition, to be able to design your own hot sauce, name it yourself, and be able to do the artwork, and then have it taken to market and sold properly. We get so many entries. Vulcan is another one. That is a competition winner from 2017. So the winner there designed, and we called that originally Smoking Hot Ketchup. And it was completely the winner's choice as to what they wanted. It was down to me what percentages of ingredients to put in and to make it actually taste correct. But yeah, we released that as a limited edition called Smoking Hot Ketchup, and it sold so well that eventually we, turned it into a permanent product.
Oh, it's kind of funny that you talk about that because that's the one that's on my list.
Yeah,
it comes up next on the low part. We basically divided the bottles up for Alex in low to medium, and me basically the medium to high. So
cool.
That one on your scale, I do like your scale. It's a 3 out of 5 chilies. We have 2 bottles because other than the one that that I got from you, Shahina sent me one.
Nice.
Is it there somewhere like that?
I don't know.
I'm somewhere like that. But again, the artwork on that is amazing.
Yeah.
So we try to pick different artists for each sauce based on that their artwork fits what we're looking for. I don't know if you heard about the Tyne Burner Festival that we had last year, where Justin Rummel did his competition with Shahina for the belt match.
Yeah,
But
we watched it.
The guy who designed the flyer and all of the artwork for that festival is the guy who did the Vulcan label for me.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so there's all kinds of little tie-ins there with who did like little bits for us.
Very smoky, and I can see why it's that.
It's a half tomato, half red pepper, chipotle, and chili mash.
You can definitely smell that chipotle and the smoked paprika right off the bat. It's very smoky.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to try a little bit of it too.
Yeah, it's not, like I said, this is on the medium, so I'm sure you're gonna like it. I like the thickness of it. I got a nice big old dollop of that on there.
Nice.
Oh, it is. I can definitely. It's very ketchupy.
Stop.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like it. Very
'Cause it's-
smoky.
Yeah, smoky with a hint of fruit.
It's pretty much exactly what it says on the label.
Yeah.
Little ketchup.
So the guy who designed this, it was his idea to put oranges in this. And to be fair, it's something that I wouldn't have put in, but he wanted oranges in, so we put oranges in. And to be fair to him, it worked really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does work really well. It's really good.
It's making me
I
happy.
think it's got oranges and plums in.
Yeah, that is nice. I want to try it actually with them on.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
I get complaints that people use that one too quick.
Yeah,
So-
this
I
might-
can see that
yeah.
would be a problem.
That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be one of the first ones used. So I'm kind of glad I have two now. Yeah, I really like this one, Stephen. A lot.
Good.
That's a good one.
And the artwork on it, I like your heat guides. Everything is explained out really easily, and I like the size of the, especially for me, with bifocals. Now I'm getting on in my frail dotage at 55. I'm having to look at the labels. So I like the size of it. A lot of times the labels are so small you need a magnifying glass, but everything about your stuff I do like, including the product on the inside.
Thank you.
You will notice that Dustin's doing an excellent job of bringing all the information up on the screen.
Yes.
This one next. What is this? Hot
Night tonic.
night tonic. It's garlic
Ooh,
hot sauce.
nice.
And I love garlic. So
Yeah, I know James Nixon ran out and Joe just ran out.
Yeah, Night Tonic's our bestseller. They do say that everybody in them has one hit song, and Night Tonic might be my hit song.
I don't know, man. That Vulcan's really good. That
ooh, the smell. Oh, the smell on this is very good. I can smell. It's very. I can smell the Indian spices. I can't get it out of the bottle though with one hand.
Garlic and tamarind with Indian spices. So this goes really, really well on some halloumi or sort of paneer or chicken with a good salad in a pita bread with a little bit of mayonnaise.
Oh yes.
Funny that we do have it on pita bread or naan bread.
That's really good too.
And the garlic hits me straight away. Oh man, in the kebab.
Yes.
Yeah.
This would be like fantastic in a kebab.
Tamarind, yes. And just
It's all
enough
good.
of that like citric acid to make it a little bit tart too. I like it.
It's got a little bit of a cut with it's probably got more vinegar in than some of the other sauces that we do, but that's deliberate so that it cuts through what you're having. It's one of those ones where when we make it, or it goes through all of your clothes. You leave the house and
You get
people
smell
know
like
that
it,
they know that you've made that sauce until you've had
Oh yeah.
2 or 3 showers.
My friends at my school keep on saying, "You smell like chili."
Yeah.
Smell like a curry shop.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I would definitely put that on, like you said, a pita or any kind of chicken. Yeah.
Couple of drops, a very small amount of it in a salad goes really well. Not too much or you'll overpower it, but just a couple of drops in with some lemon juice and some oil works really well.
That sounds amazing. And that might be what I have for lunch.
I bet. See, like one of the things, living in California that you miss from England is the old kebab shops. You could, after a pint or something like that, you can go to the kebab shop, find a really decent one. And unfortunately, there's hardly, San Francisco, you'll find them, but there's none here.
No.
Anyway, where I grew up in London, one of my friends, he lives like about 30, 40 miles away from me in California. What's the odds of that? And he used to own a kebab shop. And he started his business, which was basically woodwork. Until, well, I tried to convince him, I can't get any kebab stuff, any stuff like that. This is what you used to do. So like 23 years ago, he opened a kebab shop, kebab cafe, and it does fantastic. So when we ever need anything, for falafels, for me, that's the place to go. Deep fried halloumi, he does that, and it's just, that I can just imagine putting this on that deep fried halloumi he does.
Oh yeah, definitely good on halloumi for sure. What's your next?
My wife is vegetarian, and Maisie's vegetarian. So a lot of our sauces are made in mind with not needing meat to go on. Do you know what I mean? To be able to hold their own in a vegetarian meal.
And some of them are vegan too.
Everything's vegan apart from the mole one.
Oh yeah, because mole has chocolate.
Which has got honey in.
Oh yeah, honey.
All right, so with my next one, it's pretty vicious.
Yay. Standard sweet chili sauce, but we only use fresh mango and fresh papaya.
Oh, mango and papaya.
Sounds good.
And this one is a 3.5 in the heat scale, so just slightly up from the Vulcan. I love your quick release tops.
Yeah.
We've been opening a lot of hot sauces lately.
And I got to say, though, Stephen, the packaging on those sleeves, excellent. The packages took a little bit of abuse, but everything inside was fantastic. Everything inside was really good.
We do try to be as eco as we can. We do send out everything with paper bubble wrap in cardboard boxes with paper wrapping tape, and just it does cost us more, but we feel better for it. That we're not just chucking plastic at absolutely everything. So same with our ingredients. Like the garlic that we use Scottish garlic. Which is like about 3 times the price of Chinese garlic that you get, but it's a completely different product that you're using. So a lot of thought goes into not only the ingredients, the packaging, everything. So I think when it's your business, you want to try and do every little part of it as well as you can.
Most definitely. Well, I've got this, and I've already had a nice taste of it, and it is
so sweet.
Yeah, I love doing this. I love doing this on Sundays.
This one is
to enjoy these amazing. Oh man, this is so good.
This one's so sweet. So sweet.
It is sweet. It's good on noodles, that one.
I bet.
Oh yes.
Good on.
I really like that.
I'm glad I made a lot of naan bread because I kind of knew I would be.
Although it's a creeper though. It is warmer than it tastes at first.
That little half a step or half a chili.
What I would say with our heat guide is it's very difficult to pin it down exactly on what we, whether it's like a 3 or 3.5 or whatever, because we grow all of our own chilies and we make a blend of chilies that we grow that year. And each year we grow different chilies. So basically in one particular sauce, we might put in a batch 1 kilogram, and it might make 10 bottles less than another time because the fruit wasn't quite so juicy.
Right.
And others, for other sauces, we might put 10 kilograms of chilies in, but because they're mixed and because we use different chilies every season, it can be very difficult to pin it down. But I mean, that's what we are as a small company. It's artisan. And I say to people, you can't guarantee that it will be exactly the same. We're not a factory. And it won't be exactly the same probably as the last batch that you got last year, but that's part of the fun. You're eating really a different product each time, but it's the same sort of recipe, but the chilies can be slightly different.
Yeah, I think you've done an amazing job of it. And I mean, I can understand. That's a lot of the reason why, you know, Alex and I like to do this together, because her tolerance is a little lower than mine. And, you know, you get where I go, oh, that's a medium. You know,
And I'm
to
like,
her,
no,
she's like,
Yeah.
that's a super hot.
that's your medium.
And then, like, when we get up to the super hot one, she'll be like, she'll try a little dab of it here or there, as she did with some before. But it's good that you're getting basically experiences from top and from lower.
I mean, I think obviously the sources like Endgame and Corrosion, where you're putting tons of chili in, it's obviously going to be hot, you know. But it's just, I think it's just really on the lower end ones, it can be a little bit difficult to pin it down.
This one.
That's
Mole?
the Dark Fusion.
Yeah.
Now next we've got the Dark Fusion. This is the one with the mole in it.
Probably our second most popular one, I would
love
say.
mole, so I'm looking forward to it.
Mole. That's what I ever think of.
So the bit of a backstory on this one is I decided I wanted to try and make mole poblano, which is obviously Mexican dish. So I looked it up on the internet, and there is two versions of this. There's the quick 38 ingredient version, and then there's the authentic 62 ingredient version.
38 ingredients. Wow, I love it.
So, and I mean, I don't know whether you've ever made mole poblano, but it's like bread, nuts, raisins, dried chilies. Every single thing that you can possibly think of goes into it.
Well,
This is so good.
how that stayed on there, I'll never know. But
You okay?
it stayed.
I really like this a lot.
So we took the basic mole version and edited it a little bit. We use in this particular version we use Belgian beer, so we use Lefebvre, we use blackberries, and we use chocolate.
I think I've lost that one, Stephen. That's going to be hers. I'm pretty sure I lost that
This one
one.
is so good.
I think I had my taste of it. It does. I can taste the honey.
It's got honey. It's got
Yeah.
raisins. I can really taste the raisins. It almost gives me. It's funny because even though I don't think there's any cinnamon in it, it kind of reminds me of a cinnamon roll or bun, a sticky bun, because of all of the raisins and nuts and barley. Yeah, barley malt, all that.
It's got barley in the
yeah,
beer.
it's delicious. I really love this one.
Are you a fan of Belgian beer?
So far, this is really. What's that?
Are you a fan of Belgian beers?
Actually, I do like Belgian beers. For as
They
much
tend
as
to
I
be
like beers. I'm
higher
not
alcohol
much of a beer
percentage.
lady. I like. Yeah, good. That one's good.
Oh, you went ahead of me once. So I
I don't know how I did it.
I don't know because you couldn't get.
I
wait to
could
get to that
have
Dark
waited and I
Fusion.
skipped him on one. All right, his
It
turn.
doesn't mean I get to have two. That's good for me, and then you can end with
Hey,
that,
Dave.
and I'll end with that.
Hello.
So I've got,
Hi, everyone. I think I've missed a few of my favourites. I've got in late. I've missed Night Tonic. And
no, Night Tonic is great.
yeah, it's definitely my favourite.
I'm telling you.
The Cauldron one as well. Haven't tried that one yet. So looking forward to that. Got a few we could Vulcan.
Vulcans. Oh man, I like Vulcan. I like
Tropical
all of
Storm.
these.
Tropical Storm, that's Maisie sauce.
Yay!
Yeah, there you go,
Maisie
Maisie. Well done on the cube, sweetheart. Well done. That's
Maisie
my-
has two sauces, and when we do a batch of that, she buys all the ingredients herself. She buys all the bottles herself.
I
And then
designed the labels. Like
design the labels.
I didn't draw them, but I decided what I wanted it to look like, and that's what it came out.
That's one of Maisie's sauces, Tropical Storm. And for those two ones, when they sell, she gets some of the money. So it's like her business venture, her part of Hot Pod.
I like
Excellent.
that.
This is quite coconutty, isn't
It's
it?
like hot podettes.
So she has two. She has Mild Beast, which is roasted yellow pepper, argy, lemon, and plum. And then she's just released Tropical Storm, which is coconut, pineapple, mango, banana, and
You
melon.
name it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be putting those on our list, Maisie.
Well, I will vouch for the Mild Beast because it turns out to be one of the ones I actually like a lot of. The only reason now I've got a problem with the Tropical Storm is don't like coconut. But Mild Beast, run to it, it's beautiful.
There are a lot of people don't like coconut, and that's the reason they don't really have it. But a lot of people do like put stuff in it, and so they do have it. So
Same as pineapple on a pizza, isn't it? Some people don't have pineapple on a pizza, some people do.
Pineapple does not belong on a pizza.
I like pineapple on a pizza.
See, I like
Mild,
pineapple pizza.
Mild Beast, you definitely got to try that one.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Those are going on now.
the Wild Beast.
yeah, and
Tropical Storm,
if you do like coconut, then also check out Tropical Storm. And I love both of them, but I'd have to say out of the two of them, out of Mild Beast and Tropical Storm, I'd probably say Mild Beast because it's the original one, and I really like the tanginess in it. That's just me.
You do still have that all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to move on to unbranded infantry.
Yeah. So for this particular sauce, this was well thought out. For me, chilies, the two types of chilies. The first one are sort of your Indian finger chilies, or the chilies that have an initial bite on your tongue, a sting straight away.
Yeah.
And then the second type of chilies that are like they come in after 10 seconds, habaneros, scorpions, that type of thing. So unbranded infantry is a sauce that uses both of those. So it's got an initial sting off the Indian finger chili, but then it's got the scorpions that come in as a sort of second wave. And that's the idea of on the front of the bottle, it's got an army of chilies where you've got the sort of the red peppers that are the hard ones with the, the guns of the Indian finger chilies.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on there.
And the guy who
I've got it down
the
there.
guy who did the label of that is the guy who did the storyboard for Tomb Raider, the film, and he does loads of Marvel films as well.
Oh.
And on the heat guide, you have this as a 5, I think. Yeah. Right.
It used to be our hottest sauce. It was our hottest sauce for the first 2 years of trading, and it's got about 3 or 4 times the chilies in the other ones. But then, as you discover when you've got a chili sauce business, your hottest sauce is never hot enough for everybody. So then, you step it up again.
Well, here's to the unbranded infantry. And see, like instantly, I get no heat at all, just a little tingle. But I mean, I have been trying other sauces. I like it's a slow one. It's not too bad at all. It is hot, but it's a very, very slow hot, and it's just basically, I don't even know. It's just in my mouth, not even just working its way down my throat now. But
roasted red.
I can see why you've made hotter. This is a great. This is one that you can use by putting a fair amount on.
I mean, this is definitely one that's like more hot than I like to put on my food.
Yeah.
Like it starts to get to where I can't even taste the food anymore.
No,
I mean, it's difficult because there's not many people who buy sauces from you who can have the really, really hot ones. The majority of sauces that we sell are probably in the middle of the range where they've got a bit of heat, but people can use them every day. It's maybe only 10-15% is the people who like the really, really hot ones. And quite often you find, no matter how hot it is, they say that it's not hot enough for them. So, but you'd be silly from a business point of view to just focus on the extra hot ones.
Mm-hmm.
So what we tend to do is we've got 2 mild ones, we have 2 extreme ones, and then all the rest are in between at a sort of low medium to high medium level.
Yeah.
I mean, you've extended your range quite a lot the last 6 months, especially, haven't you, Steve? You've gone a bit milder with Maisie's 2 sauces. And you've also gone hotter as well with another 2 sauces. So you're basically covering all bases now, and with the pickles and everything else as well. It's doing an outstanding job.
I think when you love doing it, you're always thinking about new things to do. And I think some of the best people in this industry have got far too many products because, I'm never happy just to sit there and make the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
You're always thinking about the next one and the next one, you know, and just, I don't know, it could probably get to 50 products, you know. And from my point of view, I'm not really trying to keep them all in stock. We do our best to, you know, keep as much as we can in stock, but certain ones are out of stock for ages, and other ones, you know, they come and go, and it's just, you know, it's part of the fun of doing it. You know, you do as much as you can, but you're always looking for the next one.
It's kind of the beauty of it too when you have like the limited stock. You know, then when you do have it, people are excited to have it because they can have some time.
Like only this week we did a version one of our jolt sauce, which is a fermented jerk sauce. So Dave's got one of those, you know, and this is the one where we did 30 bottles and we released it and we watch what people's reaction is. And if it's good, we do a bigger batch. And if that's good, then we do a permanent batch and we get an artist to do the label and it moves into the permanent product line. So this is double fermented jerk sauce. We ferment the chilies for 6 months. Then we add all of the ingredients and the liquidized onion, liquidized garlic, and ferment for another month.
Ooh.
And then we add the cider vinegar and molasses and cook it up again.
And that one's new.
It's new, but it's, you know, it's brilliant. It's such a good sauce.
Yeah, it's
you got that one today, Dave, didn't you?
Yeah, mate, it's on the spoon. So no time to waste. Fermented and aged mixed chilies, super hot chilies, 30%, water, onion, cider vinegar, molasses, garlic, spices. I do eat quite a lot of jerk paste. I use it to marinate lamb, etc., before I cook it in a curry. So I have the jerk paste on the meat, just marinating, then I add curry sauce with it, or just straight on the barbie.
Yeah.
Smells good. Quite hard to describe, actually. Double fermented. I don't eat a lot of fermented sauce, but that's
you don't like fermented normally, do you?
Slight vinegary, quite sweet, I'd say, which is nice. It's got nice texture, got little lumps of garlic and onion in there. Obviously, heat-wise, mid-level for me, but very, very nice. It's it smells amazing as well. It's got a good texture that would do very well as a marinade. I like that. Nice one.
Thank you. I mean, it's just really to point out, you guys, that, like, you know, we're always thinking, we're always moving on, you know, like all of the best companies, always thinking about the next one. Like Maisie's, you would like to do a jalapeno sauce, wouldn't you, for your third one?
My next one is going to be starting to maybe start thinking about that soon, maybe.
Excellent, definitely.
Maybe a green one.
Jalapeno sauce.
Yeah.
Well, I got a nice little, you know, still from that unbranded infantry. Like I said, while Dave was doing his little one there, you know, it scaled up a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was a nice burn.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The next one I'm moving on to, because it's my turn now, is probably a good seller of yours, Endgame.
Endgame is our hottest sauce.
Yeah, look at that.
56% chilies.
Yeah, look at those labels. It says extreme.
Oh, wow. Extreme.
Well, they're not joking by that one.
Great.
So Endgame is, I guess, what they call it. Endgame. What did you come up with this one?
Well, like I say, unbranded infantry used to be our hottest sauce, but people kept saying, "Have you got anything hotter?" So basically, in a batch of sauce, say night tonic, we would use about 1 kilogram of chilies. In unbranded infantry, I think we use about 3 kilograms. So we decided to make a range of sauces that would be 10 kilograms plus of chilies and really cater for the people who wanted it extreme hot, but try and get flavor into the sauce as well. So this one is 56% chilies, 19% Scottish garlic, apple cider vinegar, and Himalayan pink salt. So it's 4 ingredients. It's very simple, but it's all in the ratio of how much chili to garlic to apple cider vinegar and salt.
I do like too that, you know, every time I open one of your bottles, I get a nice audible pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one it's called Endgame because it is the top of the range. It is the hottest sauce that we do. I mean, we don't use any extract, so it's actually quite difficult to go above this sort of percentage and still keep it like a sauce. It ends up becoming like just a mash.
Wasn't that rosy red rectum? That was another super hot without the.
Yeah, definitely.
Without the extract. Yeah, we've talked about that before. How hard it is to get that hot without any extract.
Yeah.
This one is very, very thick.
Yeah, this one is thick.
This was the under-the-counter sauce, wasn't it, Stephen? For the people that came up and said, "What's your hottest?" We were like, "Yeah, we'll give you a little bit of this."
I never thought people would buy this sauce, but when we made it, it sold out straight away.
Everyone likes yes.
I'm nervous.
I always like
Got
it,
good
you know,
heat.
like when you go to festivals and you have the people that's like, "Give me your hottest," and then it melts them.
They're super hot.
But then
It's this little bit. And it just got my whole mouth hot.
Oh wow, I like this.
I should have done this one first.
Wow, this is really hot. I really
Yeah,
like it.
it
But
is
it's got
pretty
flavor.
good.
It's got a lot of flavor in it. It definitely has heat, and it's got building heat. Yeah, not joking when you say 56%.
It's very hot.
Hey, would you like?
But
Some?
it is usable to people who like it really hot. That in a cheeseburger works so well.
I bet. You know, if you I don't want to say dumb it down, but if you kind of just a tiny bit in the chili, maybe, or in the soup.
Actually, yes, a little drop in a chili would be really good.
If you can, it's a drop. But yeah, my mouth is burning good, and I like that.
That was a mistake. I should have done my last one before I did that one.
Probably.
Before you move on to any more sauces, I'm just going to remove a few people for a short while. So we'll do it. I'll bring you back in a bit. There's two guys sat in the waiting room that's going to come and do a Nemesis challenge with you.
Oh.
So we'd slide it in between the sauces. And what we've got here, I'm hoping Dustin Johnson, the Atomic Menace, has got a timer.
You can throw me out while you're doing this challenge, definitely.
Just for a little while.
Sorry, I do have a timer, but I do gotta get going.
Oh, do you need to go? Well, we'll let Jiff do the timer. I'll say thank you, Dustin. It was brilliant to watch you bringing all the information up on the screen. Thank you loads for that.
Thank you.
I'm happy I could be here for it.
I'll let you get gone because obviously you need to go to work or whatever it is because it's late there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's noon here.
Good to see you.
All right,
Thanks for
everybody.
taking part.
Thank you, Dustin.
See you later, Dustin. That was the Atomic Menace. He also has his own Facebook group, his own YouTube page. Check him out. Many mental challenges on there, and the guy he's the Terminator of chili pods. Anyway, we're going to I'm going to remove Stephen for a little while and let Jiff bring a timer up.
Bye.
Am I coming
See you in a
back?
bit. Yes.
Yeah, we've got
More sauces to come.
Okay.
See you in a little bit, Jim Maisie. See you in a little bit, Stephen.
Bye.
Good luck to the Grennan and Nixon.
Right, so now we've got Alex and Jiff ready with the timer. And we're going to bring in...
challenge, Tony. Luciano.
I'll let James explain the rules to you.
All right, no problem.
Oh, no, he's gone. So we'll let Cameron explain the rules to you. I'm going to jump off a little second again.
I don't know the rules.
Oh, ha! Nobody knows the rules.
No, I think
Okay, then, I'm back. It's 2 minutes per square.
2 minutes per square. And is there an
And you can't move on.
afterburn, or is there a 5 minute
And-
afterburn?
I'll double check to make sure we get that one right.
It's 2 minutes per square. Can't move on to the next square until you've done that square. Because it's a time challenge, this one.
It is. That's why it's so rough. It's a hard challenge, this one. Spicy chili hot chocolate. There we go. We've got the bonnet
the
then.
rules correct.
We'll let the bonnet explain the rules because he's done this how many times now?
Is it your sound?
22 million.
Can you not hear me?
Nope.
Can you hear everybody else?
It was like a minute ago. It was really loud, but it's quiet now. I can't hear you.
How's that?
See what's going on. See, there's a timer. You all right, Cameron? You ready for this?
So if you'd like to open your chocolate bars, it's 2 minutes per square, I believe.
First and foremost, no drink at all for the entire challenge. You've got 2 minutes to nibble each square. You cannot start the next square until that time is up. Complete all 8 squares.
And there you go. So it's complete all 8 squares, 2 minutes per square. No afterburners involved, let's just beat the challenge.
16 minutes. I'm just going to let the timer run.
Just let them know when it's coming up to each 2 minute time so they're going to start the...
Yeah, I'll give like 30-second updates as we go.
I'm getting feedback.
I think it's on.
2 seconds. I'm going to jump out and then come back, right? Just to see if my volume's going to change.
Why can't we hear you? Oh.
I think he's.
I think he's jumping out. That's about getting something.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his audio sorted.
Yeah. Man, that end game is one hot friggin' sauce, I tell you.
The end game is good in bolognese and things like that. You know, when you've got spaghetti bolognese and you just want to spice it up a little bit.
And get a knife on your chips.
But that's you. I prefer it in something rather than splashed on something because it's a bit too hot for me.
I agree with
I'm just
that.
going to bring the bonnet back in.
Aye, that's better. Somebody phoned me when I was away. My mum phoned. And it's done something to my volume.
So guys, looks like you're all ready. I'm going to jump out a little bit and give you more screen space.
Alright.
I'll leave it down to you two warriors to tell me when you're ready. Before we start, Cameron, congratulations on winning that chili comp. Amazing guy. You were like, couldn't believe you packed that stuff away. Nixon, congratulations on being Nixon.
Just being a dafty in general.
I mean,
Yeah.
you just murder everything you eat. So how many times have you done the Nemesis bar, Bonnet?
This will be my 6th bar.
Second.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I love it. Actually, it's one of the best ones. I mean, it's just good, and it really.
I know the parts of the Nemesis that I ate off of the Bites Challenge. I mean, that's definitely a gut bummer, and I'm sure you guys have got the guts that's ready for this. So basically, what I'll do is I'm gonna let the timer run completely to 16 minutes. I'll give you a countdown roughly when we're within 1 minute past, 30 seconds to go. We'll keep an eye on it. You just tell me when you're ready. Whenever you're ready, I'll start it.
My wee first square's lit hanging, so got a wee. So I'm ready. Just 3, 2, 1, and we'll go then. You ready, Cameron?
All right, I'll
Good luck, pal.
Good luck, mate.
Countdown on 3, 2, 1, hit it. Now you.
So it's 2 minutes.
2 minutes,
2 minutes
per
per
square.
square, and then they cannot start the next square until the the 2 minutes that passed.
They have to wait until, if they finish the first square in like 10 seconds,
Then it's a 2 minute burn essentially.
then it's a 2 minute burn. So basically, what they want to do is they just want to nibble away nicely at the bar, which until
Nice
you
bit
get
of
them
butter,
on the bar, it also delays the.
Well, how big is the square?
The squares are about the size of the mobe, so it's a half pound of chocolate.
Wow. Okay.
So each one of those is about the same size as the mobe, but like I say, they get to just nibble on it.
Each bar is the same.
Each bar and each of the squares is the same exact size bar.
Okay.
And we are approaching the first minute. So, like I say, with me, the longer that you go on, there goes the first minute. The longer you go on with it. If you eat it nice and slow like they're doing, but they got to make sure it's still a bit chewy, that they finish it within the 2 minutes, and then after that they can start the next.
On the bright side, it tastes quite nice.
Tastes quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Claude Dubé was eating it, and he was saying how great it tastes.
You can see it.
Yeah, all I could remember, I think we're at 1.5 icons.
1.5, yep. Hold on, here, let me have it.
And you're in the middle, you can see it better than I can.
Yeah.
Blind.
Yeah. We're at a minute 40. Ten seconds. That's 2 minutes gone.
And you can start the second square now. Both of you doing fantastic. Yeah,
I think it's definitely more of an endurance race.
I didn't hear that either. Sorry, Cameron.
I definitely think this is more of an endurance race.
More endurance than
Yeah,
anything else,
definitely.
Well, that's what I found when I attempted the Moab. It wasn't as much the heat that got me as the just the sheer amount. It's a lot of chocolate.
Oh yeah.
And especially the Nemesis bar.
Yeah, that's a lot of chocolate. So I can definitely.
There's a reason
just
why there's only been 13 people that's completed this challenge. And for someone like me, who I consider myself a pretty decent chili head, this is a challenge that I
It's
would.
another minute gone.
Yeah, this is a challenge that I would have to prepare for a long, long time. And I can see why. It's keeping that. I'm not trying to discourage you guys. You guys are doing fantastic.
Very well.
I just know that
30 seconds.
anyone attempting this challenge is just unbelievable. To me, it's one of the hardest challenges out there. Bar none.
Bar none.
Bar none. Other than eating tons of pods. That's another one right there. And we are
Okay,
moving
we've got 10 seconds to go.
right now.
Okay, that's 4 minutes gone.
Now we're into the third part of the bar, or the third square.
So quiet. Wish we could have music.
Yeah, unless you have music, YouTube will take it off there unless it is. But you can sing your own music if you want. We can all go over the fact that we're all wearing our nuke shirts. That's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Hey, exciting.
Everyone's got their shirts on, and these two guys are just, like I say, warrioring it out. I'll mention again to people watching at home that this is probably, like I said before, one of the hardest challenges out there. Just because of the mental preparation that you've got to go through to take it on and the after effects of it. So, these will be points that you guys will earn in earnest. Amazing, amazing points here. I think these are the hardest.
It's another minute, so 1 more minute.
What about 5?
Yeah, we're at 5. It's It's getting bright in here.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so you guys just get into your zone, put your heads down to where you need it, concentrate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, plus it's hot over there.
Oh, of course.
It's pretty warm
30
over there.
seconds to go. Oh, the aftermath. It's true, Stu. The aftermath.
Yeah, this one definitely an endurance.
10
one.
more seconds.
All done. Yeah.
At 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Start the next one up. Perfect timing there, Bonnet. Perfect timing.
Well done.
You know, yeah, the trick to it is to try and let the chocolate last where you finish it just before you go into the next 2 minutes, so that you're not really experiencing the burn. You're almost eating all
You
the
have
way.
to eat through the burn.
You have to eat through the burn, and then that way, yeah, because I'm sure that as with anything, you know, you eat it, it's a pretty decent, strong, hard burn, but then afterwards, you know, that burn comes to get you. And there's a lot. Plus, it's a half pound of hot chocolate. But, you know, if Roger was here with the Nemesis, he'd be like, there's a reason it's an alien that created this bar. What are we at?
We are almost at 7 minutes, so we're halfway through this.
Yeah, we're at 8 minutes. You guys will have consumed half the bar, and you will have been halfway through the challenge. How are you feeling? Thumbs up. You don't need to talk. Perfect. Good on your Bonnet.
Well done, well done. So close. I think
Where are we at time?
we're at 7:20, so getting on close to the next one. Start the next square in 30 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, it's fucking beating you, right? Back 2 minutes.
Oh.
Here we go. We've got. Uh-oh. 5 seconds.
I think Bonnet got done.
Yeah, I think Bonnet may be done.
All right.
8 minutes, Cameron.
We're on. On to the next one, Cam. Doing great there, man. Doing great. As we replied, it's not an easy challenge. It's a definite hard one. These guys are like testing their endurance, pushing their limits. Again, these guys are pros, or at least as best as we can classify ourselves as pros. Oh, no worries,
All right. Coming up on the halfway mark for this square.
Yeah.
It's almost 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
At 10 minutes, we'll be able to do square number 6.
You got it. Doing great.
I still can't see. Keep it up, Cameron. You're doing fantastic. This is the guy that beat the Satan's toe by sucking the toe out of it. Amazing time in that one, you know. You're doing fantastic, brother. Just stick at it. What are we looking at on time now?
Coming up on 10 minutes.
Tell us when we get now.
And that's 10 minutes. Next square.
Square number 6.
Excellent. You take Chili Queen says this is inspirational.
It is. I must
And
say.
Cameron, you are smashing it from Kaylee Chaos. You are smashing it. Keep your focus. Keep your focus.
It's like Paul Oro says, this is a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. Anyone who thinks otherwise is sadly mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes a big amount of mental fortitude.
Nixon's back.
How are you feeling, Bonnet? Oh, it sounds off a bit, I think.
No audio.
You'll have to check your audio. I can't hear anything from you. Still at it, doing well.
There we go. Now we can hear you. 11:20.
40 more seconds to go before you start the seventh piece.
Well done, Cameron. Keep going, pal.
30 more seconds.
You've got it, man.
You were so close. Ten seconds to the next square.
Square number 7. Going into the last quarter of the bar.
There we go. Go ahead.
You started.
Awesome. I can't even see it anymore.
12:05.
It's just because my eyes are all weird from looking at it for too long.
That's why I was like, I just go like this. You're doing great. You're doing great.
You've got it, wee man. Get it. Oh,
So close.
it's an email.
Almost there. Home stretch now.
Yeah, 3/4 of that bar is gone. You're into the last quarter part of the bar. Just think, after this one square, you got one more square, and then it's just all done. It's 12:47.
All right. So now it's halfway through this one.
Yeah. You got one more minute to finish off this square.
Yep.
As he's putting the last part in.
Mm-hmm. All timing.
Done also, mate. 14th. It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh.
No laughing, Cam. You're in the last part. You just
Aye, don't listen to me.
no,
Keep
quick
going.
moving.
Get it done.
Get that down your belly, and then after that, you can laugh all you want.
30 seconds.
For what?
To go.
I don't mean to make him laugh. I don't mean.
That's the last. Then he'll have his last.
Yeah.
Last piece in 20 seconds.
Let me turn this a bit. In 15 seconds, you'll be starting your last piece. You're going into the final 2 minutes.
All right.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start your last piece. You're
All
into
right.
the
Last
last 2
piece.
minutes.
You've got this.
You got it, brother. You can
2
last
minutes
this.
to go.
You're doing absolutely fantastic.
So great. 14:22.
Yeah, this is the big push. You're going into the last
Yeah.
little bit of it.
This is probably the hardest.
Well, if you think about the bites, each one of those is just like one packet of bites.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're almost doing like 3 or 4 packs of bites. The strongest one out of it.
Right. Well, then, yeah.
Turn my way.
14:45. So we're almost halfway through this last bite.
Yeah, you've almost done 15 minutes of the 16-minute challenge. So last minute right now, Cam.
There it is.
Good, pal.
Last bit. Got this.
You got it, brother.
It's in the bag. Well done, well done.
So it's going to last out the minute, and you'll become number 14.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy. Good on you. Excellent. I'll probably only end up with an hour in the shower tonight. He's going to end up with 8. Well done, pal.
Cam, good job.
Awesome.
Amazing, amazing. What do
Oh,
we
so
think?
close. 20 seconds.
Right, so he only has to burn for 20 seconds. See, that's the awesome thing. He just finished it.
Yeah.
Now, finish it right there with your 20-second burn. Where are we at?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Awesome.
Done.
Well done, pal.
Way to go. The 14th person.
Get on good.
Scott's Bonnet. To you.
Well done, buddy. Result.
Amazing, man. You guys are friggin' warriors.
Well done.
It's amazing the stuff that you guys do. It just blows me away every friggin' time. Where's Tony? We need some. These guys need to rest some and recuperate.
Share me ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Yes. Nice. Well done.
Yeah. Don't be sitting in the shower for like 8 hours running out of hot water. Definitely get some of that ice cream in to soothe that belly.
Tony,
Can
we
hear
can't hear
you.
you.
That's a lot better with this.
I bet.
Every time he runs for the ice cream at the end of a video, if you watch his face, you can actually watch the bliss spread over his face. It's brilliant to watch.
Just like down that result.
That initial watch when the first spoonful goes in, it's like, oh.
Now these guys were absolutely amazing.
That was a nightmare because it was like just getting to the end of that 4th one. I was like, one more bite and that's still coming up. All the chocolate was coming back out, man. It wasn't the heat or anything. It was just, I've been taking too much time off recently for that, and it was just the sickness of it was coming back. Damn.
Sometimes it depends on what you've eaten.
That's how the Moab got her. You probably ate a good amount today too. Have you had hot sauce today?
I finished my night. None of that mattered. I was prepping all day, do you know what I mean? But I've took too much time off to stay doing a level of a nemesis bar over the last 6-8 weeks.
Well,
but
I don't want to be rude, but we've got to carry on with something else because we've got a little girl and it's getting late and it's hair show tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove you two.
Right. Well done, Cameron.
Well done, Cameron, dude.
Well done, Carl.
Well done, James.
Amazing.
Great effort. See you guys in a bit.
See you later.
And I'm going to bring back the star of the show. And I'm going to bring back Stephen and Maisie. And I'm going to hide. See you in a bit.
No problem. That was amazing, huh?
Yeah, did you watch? Oh,
you're
no
muted.
sound again.
No, can't
He's
hear
a beast.
There we go.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah, he's a beast. I've never seen him pull out of anything. So he's
Very
yeah,
impressive.
didn't surprise me that he did so well.
Yeah, I mean, he like that chili eating competition the other week was amazing. That the toe of Satan he put away like it was nothing. Now this Nemesis bar, and that Nemesis bar, like I said, I've tasted some of it on the bites, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's definitely a hard challenge.
I mean, as we saw with James, even if you've done it before, you can still have a bad day and not be able to do it again.
Oh yeah. It all depends on the day.
Yeah.
Man, I did a chili eating competition, I think back in August last year, and there was hundreds of people there. And Cameron got to the final 2 with 2 people. And the guy next to him, got down to about 3/4 of the pepper. And Cameron just shoved it in and straight down and took it at the final last bit. Crazy.
That's incredible.
Yeah, just amazing.
Well, I guess we'll finish up our little tasting.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
2 sauces left.
We've got 2 left. I've got the deviation ginger sauce. Yeah, I like ginger a lot. Tell us about this one. It looks a little bit hot for 3.5.
Well, the ginger sauce is, I would say, not typical. It's a not typical hot sauce. Hence the name deviation. It's a bit of a deviation from the norm, same as a punk. So that's why we got a guy from a tattoo artist from Barcelona to do the label for that one. So
I like that.
it's ginger, rhubarb, and fresh turmeric.
It smells. The ginger is like, you can smell the ginger and the turmeric right away.
It is liquid ginger with rhubarb and turmeric and chilies. And it's great on Thai food or noodles or anything like that. But it is very different from your normal chili sauce.
Wow. It is. It's so different. So yummy though. Really like it. It's got the tang like in the very back corners of your mouth, you know?
Yeah.
It's all like back here. I like it. I love ginger.
Fresh turmeric.
I like the little burn that you get from ginger. So I guess with the peppers that come with it, this just helps too.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Very different.
The rhubarb making it sweet.
I like it.
Oh, I like this one a lot too.
Yeah, we like this one. This one I think I would put on
everything.
It'd be good on cheese sandwich or toast.
I saw bacon sandwich. It goes well on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that.
What deviation?
Oh
yeah.
I like the thickness of it too. It's not too runny and it's not too thick. It's like perfect flow.
I like that a lot.
For that one, the rhubarb was mainly used as the thickener. So we try and use fruit and vegetables to thicken and sweeten rather than just sort of salt and sugar.
Otherwise.
But I like it.
Because it's just the ginger juice, right? I don't see any like fibrous ginger bits in here. So
it's called about 10 hours of blending.
Wow. I like that a lot. Very nice. Very different. Like you say, definitely doesn't taste like any hot sauce I've ever tried. But I like it. Really, really tart and tangy. And
I think to be honest with you, some of these hot sauces you try on the spoon and for the very first time and you think you form an opinion. But it's only really when you start putting them on different types of food that you really sort of like. I heard a comment that on the have you ever watched the Tabasco tour where they take you around the island and talk you through how they make Tabasco, and it takes 2 years to make a bottle of Tabasco sauce.
Wow.
And the guy said they do not make Tabasco to taste nice. He specifically said that they make Tabasco to complement food, you know? So if you just ate Tabasco on the spoon, you know, it's not something that really you would enjoy. But as soon as you start putting it on different food, it complements it. And I think that's the case with a lot of these sauces. Some of them taste really nice, especially the sweeter ones taste nice off the spoon. But some of the ones like, you know, especially the more vinegar heavy ones or the ones with more salt in, you have to have them with specific food, I think, to really sort of appreciate it.
Yeah, so it's almost like the sauce becomes an ingredient of the meal that you're eating.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
It's the way the sauce creates that umami effect when it's added to the food itself, where on its own it would actually be pretty horrible usually. The best example I can give you is Henderson's relish. If you try to put that on a spoon and taste it from the bottle, it's like, but put it on shepherd's pie, put it on things like that.
Nice.
Boom. You know, and so
we started bringing in our naan and our cheese because we had originally been tasting all these hot sauces just on a spoon. We were like, we're not really getting the full effect at all.
Yeah, well, I'm getting the full effect on the spoon, but then I'm also seeing how it tastes with cheese or how it tastes with food. Because like Stephen says, it gives you a complete different taste once you start moving into, once you start adding.
I couldn't believe that they said that at Tabasco, that they didn't even aim for it to be nice. You know, it wasn't what they're aiming for. The aim was to complement food, and if it complements food, then their goal is done. And I can so understand that.
Yeah,
definitely. You know, some sauces really do suit, you know, particular foods, and they're not that great off the spoon. But
well, I think we're on our last one.
We're on our last one. And it's,
which one are we on? Oh, corrosion.
Corrosion.
Yeah.
Corrosion. And I saw you have T-shirts of this now available.
The aim when we started doing all the new label designs was to one day make T-shirts of all the best ones.
And that's come true.
And to introduce chili merchandise at festivals. And I know that some other producers have started doing this, which is brilliant. But our aim is we've got about 8 T-shirts that we want to start, and this is going to be our first one. So
I'm gonna buy one. You know, we're gonna buy 2. Which one were you gonna buy then? Vulcan, Night Tonic?
I like Deviation.
You like?
I think one of the sauces that you didn't order, I don't know whether I had it at the time, was Quarantine, which is a smoked onion sauce. And the label art for that one is done by the same guy that did Johnny Scoville's Pinango, a guy called Ben Avlis. And he is an incredible artist. And he did us a pepper that was sort of like a Carolina Reaper, but, you know, eyes bulging and teeth and everything. And it is such a good drawing. It needs a T-shirt. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be on an orange T-shirt. So, yeah, that will probably be the next one or the one after that.
Read those ingredients.
Mixed super hot chilies, grape juice, red peppers, passata, pomegranate molasses. Pomegranate molasses, huh? Red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar, rapeseed oil, chipotle, sugar, salt, black pepper, coriander, cloves, fennel seeds. This sounds really nice.
It sounds, but I don't know if you want to taste it.
I'm not going to taste it.
You're not going to taste it.
I might taste it.
You might smell it.
So, and corrosion is like a chipotle sauce, but it's super hot and it's got pomegranate molasses.
I mean, it smells really nice.
Fine.
It actually,
man.
It kind of reminds me in smell of the Dark Fusion.
It doesn't taste like Dark Fusion.
I'm sure it doesn't taste like it at all.
It doesn't taste like it at all.
You'll see.
You're thinking just the smell.
Yeah, it's just the smell. I get that smoky chipotle smell, really.
It's good. Yeah, it's got chipotle.
It's very thick, I can see.
Well, it might be.
But if you ever saw Inception, that was for League of Fire, Inception was a little bit similar to Corrosion, but Corrosion's a lot hotter.
Yeah, we missed the Inception train. They were all gone by the time we were there.
Yeah, there wasn't too many of those.
Yeah, I wanted one.
But Corrosion is, you know, great on pictures. Anything where chipotle goes on. But pomegranate molasses is one of the most expensive sweetening ingredients, and it makes it crazy good.
Oh, that's a good hot. Yeah, that just tickled my nose head straight away.
So I just put like easiest little bit on it. It's very flavorful.
It's got some great flavor.
So I just put just a little bit on there, so I'm not getting. It's not like overwhelming.
Yes, Kevin.
It's not overwhelming until I swallow it.
It is hot.
No, it's good.
It's a good hot.
It's got a lot of smoke and heat. It's like eating fire.
It is. It is. It's as you know, man. It's very hard to get the flavors into those very hot sauces.
Yeah,
you know, quite often they just taste of chili and that's it. That one's got the smoky and the sweet
flavors in these.
That's very, very flavorful for such a hot sauce. That other one that I tasted, the End Game, that tasted to me like just hot. It just tasted burning. This one though, it tastes like smoke and sweet and burning.
Yeah.
So.
I just remembered we have another one of Stephen's sauces.
Do we?
We do. It's out in the other fridge. There's actually 5 of them out there.
Oh.
Stephen is famous.
No way you going there.
No, we're not. I'm not doing anything here right now. I'm just saying it's just one of the other things that you're famous for is the V2 chug. And you know, I've heard on the internet people doing this chug, especially Ryback. He gave you a stunning, great compliment as to your sauce making skills. But
yeah, I need to practice my WWF skills to be ready for when he comes for me.
But what you do, I love that you're making something that's just not killing people, but it's just testing all the Chilli-heads. How the heck Mike Jack did 7.5 of those, I'll never know.
I know.
I'll never know. I mean, that guy is just like, I don't know. I thought, the first chug was pretty strong and pretty good. But, man, this one, I know, I'm just watching people. When I watched Adele do half a shot and to go, I'm good, I was like, uh-oh. I mean, that sent off the warning. So I know I probably in the near future when I do it, now that I know it's Stephen Dixon, I'll keep my compliments high.
Good. I'm sure you'll be all right. I'm sure you'd absolutely nail it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure I'll do one. I'm not going to try 7. No way, man.
I think that the plan is with the chugs that there will be more chugs. Chug 2 will probably be the hottest one. Chug 3 is already in the pipeline, and it's definitely not going to be as hot as Chug 2, but it's gonna come at you in a different way. Chug 1 was extremely lemony. We didn't want to have vinegar in that, so it came at you with the lemon juice. Chug 2 has got, I think in Chug 1 in a batch it was 15 liters of lemon juice. Whereas in Chug 2, it's 5 liters of lime juice, and the rest is apple juice. So it's a lot easier on the stomach in terms of acid. But the food that is used in Chug 2 is chocolate scorpions, which are notorious for their sort of harshness, if you like.
I think one of the problems with the Chug 2 is mainly the chocolate scorpions.
Yeah. They are
chocolate pods kick you in the guts anyway.
Yeah.
And that's 34%?
I think it's about 50% chocolate.
Bum Stephen said that wasn't there.
So you're just asking for a kick in the guts, aren't you, really?
But all the chugs will be different, and Chug 3 will be completely different again, and it will not be based on a bitter pod like the chocolate scorpion. It's already in the pipeline what the ingredients and everything are, and it'll be a completely different assault.
Sounds like more fun. It's always good to attack them from every angle.
That's how we do it. You remember for the chili eating competitions, we went tongue, roof of mouth, back of tongue, throat, and we had people dropping out early who we thought would get to the end. Because you take them on in every single part of their mouth.
Yeah.
So if you plan it well, you can. It's good.
I like the way a lot of people can handle a lot of heat in the mouth, but the second you give them something that hits the guts, it's game over. You know what I mean? It's like for me, the second them hiccups and all that start, it's like not going any further, mate. It's just over for me.
The thing is with these challenges, you've got. First of all, you've got the tolerance to heat. Secondly, you've got the mental ability to be able to overcome the pain. But thirdly, you've got the ability to control your body and whether you can actually stop yourself. Like James showed there, he couldn't stop himself being sick. You know what I mean? You've got to be able to overcome, if your body wants to do that, you've got to be able to overcome the need to be sick. And if your body thinks that it's too much and it can't handle any more, you've got to overcome that ability and say, do you know what I mean? You can carry on.
I hate being sick. It's horrible.
Well, little Maisie proved earlier on one of the things you were just saying there about the mental part. Because at one point when she was thinking about giving up, she talked to herself in her head and she says, no, I'm carrying on. I'm beating it, and I'm going to. Right, and that is the mental part.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
And
determination.
it's hard, you know.
Yeah, I see
Very.
Shahina. How you see Shahina tiny, and how she puts away all of that stuff, and the amount of mental torture that she
It
goes
hurts
through.
her. You can see it hurts.
Yeah, from the get-go. She's suffering.
But I was with Shahina when she did her I can't remember exactly how many it was, but like about 105 Reapers or something like that. And mentally she was on top of the pain, but she just couldn't actually physically eat anymore. You know, it was just for a person of her size, she actually couldn't eat anymore. So it was very similar to what James had there. It was the body was rejecting it. You know, it's literally you're full up to there, and nothing else can go in. So it's quite similar. You know, there's all kinds of things that you have to get over to be able to do these challenges. They're hard on multiple levels.
Yeah. The mental one's the hardest one to beat, though. If you haven't got it up there,
the first time you do it, it's mental. You know.
Yeah.
If you can get over that, then yeah, you can do the rest.
Yeah, if you can't beat that mental bit, you're not going to go further. It's that mental bit you got to beat first.
Exactly.
We've had a great time going over your stuff.
Thank you.
Hotpods.com, is it, Stephen?
Go get yours now.
.co.uk.
I'm making another advert for
There it is. Chilli-heads.com.
which I'm gonna put up.
Rick Saunders is very good at doing the iMovie on the Mac and doing the adverts, and he has inspired this little person to want to do movies and adverts and all sorts of stuff. So every day we're looking at new adverts of different things that she's bringing us. So I'm sure that our future adverts are in safe hands.
That sounds brilliant.
Expect to see more.
Thank you.
Sounds good to me.
Jeff. And thank you very much. Is it
Alex?
Is it Alex?
Alex.
Or Alex? Do you go by Alex or Alexander?
Hot Mama Alex.
Yeah, Hot Mama Alex. It's Alex.
Hot Mama.
My name's Alex.
Well, thank you, Hot Mama Alex.
Calls me that except for my mom. Maisie, right? Maisie, you did a great job. Very excellent with those Rubik cubes. Very impressive way to power through.
Yeah, that was inspiring watching you go there. I like how you panicked, but then you brought it back and you recovered and you came back and you completed it. That's just so inspiring. Very well done. Dad, I bet is proud as punch.
I think
you did it with Dustin and Joe.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when it doesn't,
they can handle their sauce, we know that. You can handle your sauce too. Well done, well done.
Well done.
I think sometimes when it doesn't go to plan, you see more about the person than when it does go to plan.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what happened tonight. She pushed herself with harder sauces than she would normally go for, and right at the point where she was looking like she didn't. She just pulled back, focused in, and says, "I'm going to beat it. I'm kicking it."
Oh, well done, well done.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Well done. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate your time. Really appreciate your order and the time to be here tonight. Tony, thank you very much for everything that you do and having us again. And yeah, brilliant. Keep it up.
Thank you.
It was great to have you guys.
We'll find out. I'll figure out in a couple of days who's going to be on next week. I'll see who's got a schedule that's open and see if they can come and join us, or if I can get maybe even two, just depending on how many. You know, with you, I had a lot of bottles to choose from, so it was really good. And I know there's still more in your collection that I want, and I'll get to it eventually.
Yep.
Always happy to do another one as and when.
Excellent.
Well,
thank you, Stephen, and thank you, Maisie.
Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
Jeff. Cheers, Alex. Cheers, Tony. Love you
Good
all.
night, Maisie. Good night, Stephen.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
With that one, I'd also just like to point out that two of the sauces that is produced by Hot Pods helps to produce Maisie your pocket money. So you need to go and buy those two for definite. There is offers on the website. If you buy a certain amount of bottles, you get a special deal. So go for the offers. Buy the two of Maisie's. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but you have to support those young'uns, don't you? Because they're the ones that's going to produce the sauce that I need in 10 years' time.
I'll be
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. That's what it is.
Chilli-heads of tomorrow.
Yeah, and she,
Yeah.
and like I said, Stephen's packaging is like top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Top notch. It made it through. It came the hard way to California through like USPS and Royal Mail, and it was, the package was damaged all over, but those bottles and everything inside it was like perfect.
Well,
very well done packaging.
One of the things that was brought up whilst you were broadcasting was that he doesn't aim for extreme heat. Yeah, and I have to agree with him, because most of his sauces, as you know, I'm not one for extreme heat. Most of his sauces, when you have them with food and you have them with whatever, they are absolutely perfectly balanced. So some of them, when I have them on a spoon, yeah, I get the hiccups.
That night tonic, this one right here, the night tonic.
Yeah.
This was my favorite.
These are my two favorites right here. The corrosion. I love the corrosion. It's got great taste and super good hot heat.
Look how much I've already eaten of this dark fusion.
Yeah, she's already been attacking that going through it. And that night tonic, I can see why Bonnet and Joe were saying how good that stuff is. That stuff is really good.
Yep.
And
The night tonic is.
Oh yeah, the KT's cauldron was really good.
They're all good.
They're all good. Everything was good. It was all delicious.
Everything was good.
No complaints.
If I had to pick a favourite out of them, I'd go with the night tonic, because, well, basically you can put it on jacket potatoes, you can put it on your pizza, you can put it on anything you like, really.
Oh yeah, this one was really good. I was like, which one was that? I don't know.
Yeah, we're both really big garlic fans.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think that's what it is with me as well. I do like garlic, so, and that one does come across.
Oh, it's a really good one. I could drink this. Oh, look.
Yeah, we've already gone through that one too.
So the night tonic is already below the label.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're probably going to run out of that one first.
Well, it is one that Dill buys often.
You know, when you look
I've
at
not
these,
had 20 bottles.
these are bottles that, how can you throw that bottle away when it's empty? I mean, it just looks so awesome. They're all like little works of art. Maybe I'll collect hot dog. Oh, I mean hot dog. I've seen hot pods. Maybe I'll collect hot sauces, but just the bottles with no sauce inside.
As you mentioned hot dogs there, I bet you that'd go on a hot dog as well with ketchup and mustard.
Vulcan.
Oh, Del shouting Vulcan.
Oh, Vulcan. Ooh.
Well, look, that's exactly what she's saying. Night tonic and Vulcan. One on one side, one on the other side.
Yeah. Ketchup and mustard.
Has it got firepower? Has it got firepower from Flavour Before Fire?
I'm not sure.
Because you need that, and you need Vulcan, and you need it on a hot dog.
Well, there you go. There's where our suggestion was Vulcan and firepower from Flavour Before Fire on a hot dog.
I think so. Wow.
I think the reason she suggested Flavour Before Fire is because it's mustardy forward.
Yeah, I'll have to talk with Mark and see what his availability is, because I have some of his stuff too. I have some Mark stuff coming. Oh no, I have some of Mark's stuff here already. Coming, just so you know, Irina Ligierski from Bit of a Pickle. She's getting ready to send me a package here pretty soon and send us a package. That's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. And Mr. Overthrow, who's been busy as heck, knocking stuff out, Annus Primus. Actually, Annus Primus should be here Monday. I think Monday we've got that coming. Sean Overthrow is going to be sending his stuff. If he stops creating new stuff, because how can you ever be done shopping if Sean keeps making new stuff and releasing it in the middle of an order?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
I've got a bunch of other sources, you know, as you've seen over the last couple of months, we've been putting it out. So yeah, we'll have a nice busy week. this week, and then next weekend we'll find someone to come in. Maybe even see if I can figure out another challenge. We had 2 today.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to seeing who you bring in.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes this week.
I'm always curious about who you're going to bring in each week, because sometimes it's American, sometimes it's Canadian, sometimes it can be from anywhere, really.
Yeah, definitely. I've got some suspicions. I'll send out a few messages, and then I'll see who's got the availability.
Brilliant. And we'll see what challenges we can throw in amongst it as well.
Yep.
Definitely.
I say goodbye to you guys.
Thank you. This is Fireman Jeff.
And Hot Mama Alex. We've been to one.
Sorry about that. I took them out a little bit too soon. That was Giovanni the Fireman, or Jiff the Fireman, and Hot Mama Alex from Diaguano's Fiery Foods. I hope I said it right that time. Come back next Sunday because they'll be back with another producer. Don't know who they are yet. Get ready for the surprise. It could be from anywhere in the world. And that was New Chilli-heads. I know who I am today, Lucifer's son, and I'm out of here. Glad you turned up to watch. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well done, Cameron Grant. Bye.